The Hells Angels rival gang determined to claim their place at the top. The Hells Angels, the largest and most feared motorcycle club worldwide, have maintained their iron grip on the criminal underworld. However, some dangerous rival gangs have formed, threatening their rule of terror. And today's video dives into the Hells Angels' strong enmity with their new enemies. So join us as we witness how these new rivals offer a real danger, demonstrating that the Hells Angels can no longer underestimate their opponents. In the dirty streets of Leipzig, Germany, two powerful groups are fighting to be in charge. A group of young immigrants called the United Tribans try to stand up to the Hells Angels, who have been in charge for a long time. This causes a storm of violence, drug dealing, extortion, and chaos. In the middle of Leipzig, when these two rival biker gangs fight, a street turns into a battlefield. A brave stranger with a smartphone becomes an accidental videographer of this violent event. In a dangerous move, a member of the Tribans kicks a Hells Angels biker quickly, setting off a chain reaction of chaos. But before the fight gets bad enough to involve both gangs, the loud sound of gunshots cuts through the chaos and breaks the short moment of uneasy calm. 7 gunshots ring out, reverberating through the streets, and a guy falls to the ground, dead. The last Triban gang member run away in a frantic attempt to stay alive, and fear runs through their blood. The man who fell, who has been recognized as 27-year-old Weissel A., is lying still. He died instantly. But the violence doesn't stop there. Other members of the gang come up to Weissel's dead body and stomp on it in a cruel way, making an already sad scene even worse. The rest of the gang is filled with anger and revenge, so they throw bottles and rocks at the Tribans as they run away. This is a chilling sign of how much they want to kill. As the police sort through what happened, a lot of questions hang in the air. Could this deadly event be the start of a biker war that was thought to have ended in Leipzig in 2008? As law enforcement thinks about what this fight means and how the power balance between the two sides is unstable, there is a lot of uncertainty. The United Tribans are a group of people who call themselves bodybuilders, bouncers, and martial artists. These people come from a wide range of backgrounds. With the help of their Bosnian refugee founder, these brave people are taking on the Hells Angels, who used to be the undisputed kings of the bouncer scene. In a fight that goes against assumptions and stereotypes, a new chapter in the battle for power has started. In the shadowy world of criminal biker gangs, there's a new player from the Netherlands who is ready to question the status quo. The Hells Angels and other well-known gangs may get most of the attention, but the Satudara is a group that people both honor and fear. The Satudara have a bad name all over Europe because they are thought to be involved in drug dealing, extortion, and even murder. Law enforcement is interested in what they are doing, so they often raid their homes and clubhouses. The higher-ups in the gangs are always in and out of jail like moving ghosts. The story of the Satudara starts in the 1990s, which is a fairly recent time in the history of criminal biker bands. The club started in Moordrecht, a small town in the south of the Netherlands, with only 7 members, most of whom were former soldiers looking for friends and a place to join. Since then, the Satudara has grown from a small group to a powerful group, with more than 40 chapters all over the Netherlands. Their impact goes beyond their own country, reaching Norway, Spain, Indonesia, Thailand, Belgium, France, and even Australia, though the recent raid and closure of the Sydney branch made news earlier in 2016. But what does Satudara truly mean? It is made up of 2 strong words, Satu, which means one, and Dara, which means blood. Together, they represent a tie that can't be broken, like a brother's love. The Satudara is different from other gangs because they're made up of people of different races. The Satudara was originally made up of Moluccans from the Maluku Islands in Indonesia. Their roots are tied to the past of the Dutch East Indies. After World War II, the Moluccans helped the Dutch get back their old territory. This made other Indonesians think of them as rebels and treat them badly. After that, the Moluccans had no choice but to move to the Netherlands. Satudara is different from other biker gangs because it does not have racial boundaries. Instead, it accepts people of different races, religions, and cultures. Still, there are challenges on the way to fame. They started a territory war with groups like the Hells Angels and the Bandidos. The German Angels thought they were in charge, but they soon found out that a new force had arrived at their door. This happened when the Hells Angels and the Satudaras got into violent fights that turned into bloody mass brawls in Duisburg. Ali Osman, a well-known member of the Satudaras, turned state's witness for the police. This led to the arrest of several Satudaras members who were involved in drug dealing and smuggling. More coverage of the disputes in the media and the impact of social media made the situation worse, which led to more violence. In the end, the Saturas were banned in May of 2015 because they were involved in criminal activities and helped make the bloodshed in the area worse. Even though the arrest and ban were a blow to the Saturas, the tension in the biker underworld and the chance of more violence remained. This had a long effect on Duisburg's crime scene. Being a member of the Satudara is a pledge for life. It requires complete loyalty and a desire to give up everything. In the world of criminal biker gangs, the Satudara carve out their own unique path, pushing the status quo, defying expectations, and standing as a testament to the power of family. The Mongols Motorcycle Club was founded in Montebello, California in 1969. It quickly became one of the most known outlaw motorcycle groups and a powerful Hispanic answer to the famed Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. Over the course of 50 years, they grew from a few hundred people to almost 2,000, which made their name stronger. Even though they didn't have as many members as some other well-known clubs, they made up for it by being mean and determined. Imagine if the Hells Angels had let a few people into their club who wanted to join. In this made-up situation, the Mongols would have been wiped out of existence. But in 1969, a group of people who wanted to join the world-famous Hells Angels were turned down because of the color of their skin. This event led to the start of the Mongols Motorcycle Club, which later became the Hells Angels' main foe. The hatred between the two groups grew until it turned into a full-blown war with bombs and violent fights. The fighting stopped when the Mongols' fight with the Mexican Mafia ended. Later, in Hamburg's famous red light area, the Mongols purposely sparked a fight between the Hells Angels and the Mongols. This started a biker war that was made worse by social media. The Mongols made a strong statement when they proudly wore their club jackets on the notorious Reaper Bond Street, which had been run by the Hells Angels in the past. People thought that this act of provocation was a call for an all-out war. In quick response, the Hells Angels went after Erkin Uzun, the head of the Mongols. They attacked him and stole his biker jacket, which was a sign of shame. A transgender person showed off the stolen jacket on Facebook, which made things even worse. Uzun posted an angry message on social media directly challenging the Hells Angels. This set the stage for an upcoming fight that could shake the criminal underground to its core. When these two well-known biker gangs fought, shots were fired, people were attacked, and the red light area felt like it was full of violence and danger. After the biker war, the cops step in and start cracking down on both gangs. There are a lot of arrests, and important Mongols are taken into prison. As a result of the police activity and the increasing bloodshed, the Mongols finally broke up in 2016. According to some, there are speculations that the fight is not over among these gangs. So let's see in the coming times which gang is going to emerge as dominant. Thank you for watching. We hope this video has inspired you to delve deeper into the world of crime. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates.